Hello my young friends, it has been about a week since we started the Ashwin Batch on the Study with Sudhir app and the response has been overwhelming. So thank you to everyone who has been part of the Ashwin Batch. The idea is to prepare students specifically for the English language paper for the ICSE Class 10 board examinations. The paper is on the 5th of May. Likewise, the Century Batch prepares students for the History Civics paper that I think is scheduled for the 12th of May, right? Now, I'm putting this video out on the Study with Sudhir YouTube channel so that those who have not enrolled to the Ashwin Batch are also aware of what they need to take care of when they are taking the English language paper in particular. Now, some students have been asking me whether it is possible to improve our grammar in a matter of 1.5, 2 months. And my answer is yes and no. Yes, because if you make an honest attempt, well, nothing is impossible, right? Most students fare poorly in the English language paper. Their marks are not very high because they do not take the English language paper very seriously. And one thing that I have noticed among most students of the Ashwin Batch is that they are very serious as far as the English language paper is concerned, and that is a positive sign. That's a very positive sign. No, because grammar cannot be seen in isolation. Grammar is like the DNA, it's part of everything, right? It's linked to the language, it's linked to how you think, it's linked to how you write, it's linked to how you speak, right? Just like you cannot learn to drive a car, and this is one of my favorite examples, just like you cannot learn to drive a car just by reading the car manual. You need to get down on the road, right? Similarly, it's impossible to kind of master the English grammar unless you kind of start writing, speaking and thinking in the English language. That's very important. Now, what do I want every student to do? And please, everyone, whether you are a member of the Ashwin Batch, whether you are not enrolled to the Ashwin Batch, please listen, because these are important points. In your own interest, and this is something which I'm continuously saying in Ashwin Batch, they must be thinking I'm a bore, but trust me, in your best interest, I'm telling you, please read a newspaper at least for 20 to 25 minutes every day. This will help you immensely. I know 1 to 2 months to go for the examination. Obviously, you do not have the time, the luxury to read fiction. But at least read a newspaper for 20 to 25 minutes every single day. Physical paper, e-paper, whatever. Okay. Because when you read, you'll be able to note the grammar, you'll be able to learn new words, you'll be able to learn the use of words, the turn of phrase, and try to learn a new word every day. Between now and May 5th, you'll be able to learn over 50 new words which you can use in your composition, in your letter writing, and it will help you immensely in the 3 marks in the comprehension question, right? So please do that in your own interest. Point number 2, try to write even messages. You may think this is very insignificant, but trust me, all these things matter. When you are WhatsApping your friend, right? And if your language of comfort is Hindi or Tamil or Bengali, still, just so that you are able to do well in the English language paper, try to write those messages in English. And when I say write those messages in English, try not to use WhatsApp or Instagram kind of shortened language words. Try to write full sentences, grammatically correct sentences, and once you get into that mindset, it will help you even in the examination. Because if you are in the mindset of writing those short forms or slang language, the same habit will get transported even on the day of examination, and that will cost you dearly. And I wouldn't want any student here on the YouTube channel or part of the Ashwin Batch to do that. So please take care of these small things which actually matter a lot. Okay. The new words that you learn, which I said, need not be bombastic, need not be heavy words, need not be words for which anyone else will have to refer to a dictionary. They need to be simple but effective terms. Try to learn many synonyms. Like one of the things that I have been saying in the videos on essays in the Ashwin Batch is that try not to use the same adjective in the first paragraph, the second paragraph, the third paragraph, because the moment you use it more than once, the examiner will realize that your vocabulary is rather limited. Okay, so try to learn many synonyms of some of the more common words which you may have to use. For instance, nice, beautiful, ugly, hardworking. Try to learn many synonyms of these kind of commonly used words. Now, in the Ashwin batch, I am trying a different strategy to tackle grammar. Okay, and I can see that some students are not very comfortable with it, but trust me, this is a more efficient and effective way, especially because we are doing revision. We are not teaching grammar right now. In 50 days, you can't teach grammar, but we are revising grammar and trying to ensure that you get the maximum out of 20 marks in the language paper. What we are doing is doing a lot of mock tests. Okay, and what is special? Mock tests, of course, you will get anywhere. What is special about the mock tests on Ashwin batch is that we are giving detailed explanatory notes. Detailed explanatory notes explaining why a particular preposition is being used where. Similarly, we will do for verbs, for do as directed, etc. So, the detailed explanatory notes is going to make all the difference. So, whoever is not part of the Ashwin batch, please make sure that you do a lot of mock tests and also understand why since is being used, why for is being used, why from is being used as a preposition. I'm just giving an example. So you need to know why it is lean against a wall and not lean on a wall. You know those kind of differences. My effort is to see, as far as whoever has enrolled into Ashwin batch, is to see if you are at the 55 on 80 level in the English language paper, you should go at least to 65, 67. If you are at the 65 level, you should go up to 73, 74. If you are at the 73 level, you should be able to go at least to a 75, maybe even a 76 level. That is an effort out of 80, I mean, not out of 100. That will really be the effort. Now, the same goes for letter writing, email writing, notice writing. Format carries marks, and I find the obsession with format a little disturbing. Yes, you should know the format, no doubt, but format carries only 2.5 marks out of 10 in letter writing, formal or informal. My worry and concern is that many students, and if this is true with the students who have enrolled to Ashwin batch, it must be the case with the rest of the students also, those who are not part of the Ashwin batch, that you are focusing too much on the format. Focus on the format so that you don't get the format wrong, so that those 2.5 marks are in your pocket. But do not ignore the expression which carries 5 marks. The expression is the most important part that carries 50% of the marks. So, in your obsession to, whether my dear mummy, whether D should be capital or lowercase, yes, those things matter. But don't bother only about that, bother about what will be the tone and the tenor and the language which you will use when you are writing a letter to your mother, right? That's more important. So please take care of that, and that's what we are focusing on, fine tuning and ensuring that students get the expression right in all the letters. The specimen letters that I have written, and students who have enrolled would know, the specimen letters are designed especially for that, so that you get exact idea about what a formal letter demands, what an informal letter demands, what kind of language an original essay demands, what kind of language does an argumentative essay demand. So those are the kind of things that you need to take care of. So, I really hope that you will take care of all those things so that you can score well, very well in your English language paper. Thank you very much for watching.